heartbreak for Wales in the end. A game too far for them.
Yeah, I mean, the first part of the game, I felt Wales were going to match Denmark's running ability, because I said yesterday that I'm not sure they can do that. By the end of the game, they would just literally run ragged. You know, it's very difficult to be critical, but it's very often you see this in sport where certain players, big names, who have a bit of a divine right to be in the team, and that's Gareth Bale, because he's been an incredible talent for a number of years for Madrid and for country. But yesterday, if he thinks he can play and just never get back and help Connor Roberts out at right back, who was, by the way, struggling because he had Damsgaard and he also had Mæhle, who were coming at him from every angle. And Gareth, I think for the third goal, is just arm up, you know, jogging back. And he's so big in the Welsh team, the manager would dare not pull him off. You know, you just saw Daniel James again, you know, get substituted in his reaction a couple of times. And there's probably a number of Welsh players as well that probably think they can't have a go at Gareth.
Well, the problem is, I suppose, I mean, it's quite simple to say he's a luxury player, Gareth Bale, obviously, but you know...
Yeah, I get it. He's earned that right. I get that.
But he's also a player that you know at any given moment can turn again.
Yeah.
So that's why Rob Page, for example, might keep him on. He is the talisman.
It's more
leader.
deeper than that really, because I get what you're saying. And yes, he had the couple of efforts yesterday, one that just sailed past the post. But if you're talking about some of the ugly stuff in football, Gareth doesn't want to do that or entertain it at all. And no one in his team are going to tell him. He hasn't got... I mean, look, we had a Roy Keane, but we had quite a few others. We had Mick McCarthy, we had Kevin Moran, and it's going back over the years. There was a number of players, Ray Houghton, who would have a right go at you and didn't care who you were if you weren't pulling your weight physically for the team. And Gareth gets away with it with Wales because I don't think there's any player that's going to start shouting and hollering at him about doing some of the ugly stuff in the game. And it's not a personal attack on him because he's an incredible talent. But you've got to do that. You know, even Ronaldo's done that at times for Portugal, where he's not bothered. No one has a go at him, but there has been times in his career, especially in 2016, Ronaldo's decided to chase everybody.
So disappointment for Wales. We'll talk more about it throughout the show, but I was at Wembley.
Yes,
I was very fortunate to be at Wembley yesterday working for talkSPORT on the Italy-Austria game. And it was a game that I think no one expected it to go to extra time. No one expected Austria to put up the fight in a way that they put up against Italy, who then conceded their first goal in over I forget what the minutes were, some incredible amount of time. It was simply fantastic what Austria did in that game. But were you expecting that one to be done and dusted within 90 minutes?
No, I thought first half, obviously the game started and Austria looked... After 15, 20 minutes they were going to really suffer, which they did in the first half. Second half, Austria, as the game wore on, looked the more likely to score. As Belgium did with De Bruyne bringing him on and making changes, Martinez, to change the complete complexion of the game. That's what happened for Italy because their substitutions made a massive impact.
Mancini, yeah.
Yeah, Mancini, but, look at the substitutions, had a massive impact in the game and shows the importance of managers making big calls at the right time. You know, Denmark did that, changed their formation and had an impact in the game against Wales. And yesterday, Mancini did a similar thing. And I thought that ultimately decided the game because Italy looked like, as the game wore on, they just looked like they had run out of ideas. And Austria deserved... And look, very close call on the goal that was disallowed. Very close. I
was going to say with Italy, it sort of became a bit chaotic for them at times.
They become edgy because they realised they were in a game and they didn't quite know how to get the better of Austria by the end. Sabitzer as well at the end. I mean, he's broke through 2 or 3 times. Central midfield position. He takes a pop at goal. You know, he got a little bit unlucky as well with one deflection that went wide of the post. But it became a real game after the first half.
Yeah, it was incredible to be there. And I have to say, yes, we were in London, we were at Wembley, but it felt like we were in Italy. The amount of Italian Azzurri support at Wembley was incredible. And there was a small pocket of Austrian fans. But it was so small. I mean, they were, oh, goodness me, overwhelmed by the amount of Italian supporters at Wembley. The atmosphere was incredible for that reason. And as we all know, that stirring national anthem by Italy, it was probably the first time I've kind of really experienced it properly within a stadium, hearing it. And it's sort of that slow build-up to that national anthem. And then suddenly, wow, what a stirring end. It was incredible to be
It's a great experience now, isn't it, going to games? You know, I've been to World Cup games, I've been to Euros, and just being there in the atmosphere beforehand, it does get your heart
It
bumping.
really does. I mean, I have been to other games, obviously, but not in a tournament and working on a tournament. I absolutely loved it, and I was very lucky to do that.